Hello and welcome back. My indoor herb garden is actually coming along quite nicely, I think. I went and cut down the bigger bushes and potted up the other herbs into bigger planters. And I decided I would record it and let you see how it's going. I'm going to be dealing with my herbs right here by the bay window now. Don't know how well it's going to show up there, but I'll move the camera when I get it over here. I've got an old cookie sheet so that I can take the pot out and resting on that. I don't have to worry about messing up my table. So this is the marjoram. I'm going to bring you around. The question is, how do I want to frame this? I'm going to shake out all those dead leaves out of it. Smells nice. You see how much it grew since the last time I cut it back? What I would like to do, I think, is just have a ball-shaped thing. So starting down low, cut it right into the top of the planter, and then go around and see if I can keep it in a sort of a ball shape. Don't forget now, if you think I'm doing anything wrong or you know more knowledgeable on this, I got a really beautiful spider here. He's a really bright yellow. But getting him on my finger so I can show you. Oh well, I wanted to show you that spider, but he's gone hitting himself among the plant again somewhere now. There he is. Coming back in. Oh, it looks like I got a couple of them. And you got aphids and whiteflies running around. You need spiders or ladybugs. That's all I'm going to cut right now. It's going to take a while to get him into the shape I want him, I think. Actually, I think I'm going to cut back that. It wasn't growing the way I wanted it to grow, so. See, sometimes you have a long string like that. And I'm trying to get the thing to bush out rather than sending long stringy branches. Now I'll leave it at that. This is what I've got to dry right now. Put that back on the drying rack. There he goes. This is my rosemary. You know, it would be nice to grow for that one. If I can get it to grow up in one of those cone-shaped things that comes to a sort of a point on top. Which, if I'm going to do that, I think there's not much to cut off it right now. I'll just leave that as it is, I think. I should water this with fish emulsion today. Not fish emulsion, worm tea. I've got about a liter of worm tea from my compost worms there a couple of days ago. This is the hot and spicy oregano. Really what I want this one to grow as is just a mound over this planter. It'll be like a half a ball right on top of the planter. So anything that's growing out over the edge like this, I need to cut off. And the rest I'm going to leave that there now, let it grow some more. There's something I want to show you. You see the roots? This is the one with the 2 tiny tin plants in. I think that's too much. Just a minute. This is the 1 tiny tin plant. I have a whole bunch of tomatoes growing on it now. It's really the same age. I did plant this one here up a couple of days after I planted this one, but they were set the same time. And as a single plant, it seems like it's doing very much better. It's the same type of soil, same amount, got the same watering, everything. The only difference is there's only 1 plant in here and I got 2 plants in there. To fill that up again, I'm cutting away an area here so that it's easier for me to get the funnel in and put the water down into the reservoir. That one's filled. When I spoke about these when I made them, I talked about putting something on the surface here and making it look like a nice planter. But as I showed you earlier, you can see the roots if you don't put anything on the surface. And I like the idea of looking at it and saying, okay, it's got a good root system, or is it getting root bound? I can experiment with different plants in these planters if I can see the root zone. My lettuce got attacked by the bug. It's got aphids and whiteflies on it more than the tomatoes do. What I want to show you here is, you see it still has water in the bottom. The tomatoes didn't. They were watered at the same time. When I watered this one last time, I watered the tomatoes at the same time. And so the tomatoes are using a lot more water than the lettuce is. You can see in here the soil, it stays moist all the time with that water down in the reservoir. Oops. Going too fast. There you are, go get some whiteflies. Go on. No. Look, go on the lettuce. There. I got a spider on the lettuce. If it'll stay there now, it'll be alright. Now here's the pepper plant of unknown variety, as we know about. And I'm wondering if I want this into a bushy pepper plant. See, I can cut the tops off of this, and then it'll bush out. You see this little one here, that'll grow into a branch. And then we got another branch coming here. So some short branches, so I can cut this off up here. Sacrifice those couple of flowers just for the sake of trying to get it to be more bushy. Right now, can you see this pepper here? And this one here. I'm really hoping they're going to be hot like the Apaches. I've got a little Herdis brush that I'm dusting them with. And I'm having some success. See, here's another pepper starting to grow here. So, I think I want to clip that one back just above that pepper. Sacrifice the rest of that. Clip that. I think I'm going to leave those 2 peppers on out there, the flowers I mean, and just clip that right there. And see what kind of response we get from that plant now. It seemed to be quite healthy actually. These are the garlic chives. The disappointing thing I'm having with these is that I'm getting a lot of these dead pieces in here, and I don't know why. Of course, I don't know everything about garlic chives. I'm just a backyard gardener trying to figure out what grows here and how things grow in a place where there is no information on gardening in my area. I really don't bother with these bits. What I'm doing now is, when I harvest some, can you see this? I cut it really low, and there's some more growing up here from just earlier. And those dead dry ones, they're not going to hurt me, so I just take them and I cut them up with the rest of it and throw them in whatever I'm cooking or put it on my sandwich or whatever. Got some cut off there that I didn't get. There'll be a tasty snack here now. So what I'll do now, when I put it back, I'll turn this towards the window, and this side will be back towards me, and I'll cut this side down while letting that side grow up, and I'll keep turning it and cut it in, and then occasionally I cut some from the center. Now I'm going to clean this up, and I'm going to see if I have some good planters down there for the basil and parsley and that. And if so, I'm going to be putting bunches into bigger planters. Since I'm coming up on 20 minutes, I decided to cut this video here. And as I said, I'll be potting up the other smaller herbs into bunches, and that'll be in part 2 of this tending to the indoor herb garden. I hope you liked it. Hit that like button if you did, and I'll see you in the next video.